La D dot. Sorry, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a audio because I realized that I forgot to set up all of that part of it. We're a little late today. I know, 20 minutes late. Don't you know they could probably birth a child in that time? Actually, I have no clue how long it takes to, like push out a child. Yeah, I'm not like I was there for a singular birth, my own, but I don't remember too much of it. Yeah, no, I don't really think I could tell you how long it took. I know that I was the equivalent of pushing out a bowling ball. I was a fat as hell baby, man. I don't think too much has changed, all things considered. But still, I used to be fucking insane with it, man. I remember they had to get when I was born, they had to get the clothes that were for 8 months old. That was just how I popped out, man. I spawned into this world already knowing my odds were against me, and they were winning, dude. That's what hurts the most. Now let me make sure my stream is up on my end. Oh, would you look at that? Wow, what a comedic title he has today, everybody. We should really laugh at that and support this guy because he's very funny and like comedic. And whoa, wait a minute, they handsome too? Oh my god. Is there anything he can't do? Pemis, yes. Hello. Welcome back to Realm Gaming. Everybody's favorite part of the stream. Access token expired and can't be extended. I don't know what that means. Let's try launching one more time. Does that mean is it because I use the same? Do I have to start up a fucking VPN in order to log in? Because they're like, up, IP banned, too many accounts on this IP. I mean, I guess, what? Well, it should only be 2 accounts that have launched from this IP, I think. Maybe a third. Access token expired and can't be extended. What does the error mean? Rotmig, access token expired. There's access token expired and cannot be extended. Not sure this will work, but are you also closing? Oh. Weird. I have to relaunch the launcher. Okay, I mean, what can I say? I really just like games that function on the first time almost. That's truly how you can tell it's a game made for Salted Slices. If it sometimes works the first time you launch it up, fuck yeah. If 95% of the time it does not work at all, that's kind of where I'm hitting my stride, man. Oh, man. All right. Let's see. Surely this time. Oh, hey, now it's not responding. That's closer in many ways. I know what you're thinking. I can't see you, Salted Slices. I try not to make it like I try to appear when the game's appearing for me. Now, if this doesn't work for another time, what am I gonna do? Fuck it. Not worry about it because we fucking out here, boys. Oh my god, and look at that. We're in. Wait. And look at that, we're in. Now let me make myself a little smaller. Now let me make like a banana and leave. Now the joke there is that while that does make sense, you'd probably assume me say split due to the fact that humorously I brought up bananas before that. However, while defying your expectation, is this character no longer seasonal? Because if they're not seasonal anymore, I'll kill them. Oh no, they're still seasonal. Cool. All right, that's sick. Good for them. They almost had their life cut tragically short there, man. Or are they still seasonal? I mean, it looks seasonal when I click over here. It says seasonal. And I mean, reading was never my strong suit, but I'm not waiting 32 people to get into the server. Are you fucking crazy? I have slightly more of a life than that. Put me on US and Midwest too, because if I know anything about the Midwest of the United States of America, nobody lives there. All right, see? 3 people in queue. That's probably the most packed. I don't know. What do people do in the Midwest? I guess I go to Culver's, right? Nah, I think that's more of a northeast thing, right? It's more of like a Michigan area, I think. I don't know. What am I gonna lie? Oh yeah, I know the U.S. geography. I've left my state like I could probably count. Yeah, in a total different number of times. I would say we're roughly sub 20 for sure. Well, no, because I've gone to states that are nearby pretty often. So never mind. But those, I don't even count those because they feel exactly the same. I only count something as a different state if it feels different. Like when I went to Nevada, that would be so sick. and I can easily tell the difference. Did I go to Nevada? Yeah. And you want to know how I could tell the difference? There was an earthquake when I was there. So when the ground started rumbling, I was like, oh, so this is just what people deal with on the West Coast. They're just like, yeah, I might die at any given moment from the worst earthquake of all time, but at least I'm a coastal motherfucker. Yeah, at least I got that coastal elitism running through my veins. I can at least die knowing I'm better than those fuckers around the states. I mean, probably better than, you know, if you live in Kansas, no offense, but what are you doing every day? Surely you're just looking for an opportunity to leave Kansas. I can't imagine it being so captivating that you're every day waking up going, ah, boy, sure am glad to be a proud Tanzanian, you know? Like, come on. That's not real. No one's ever thought that. What are we at? Okay, we're max speed. Getting pretty close on some of the other ones. Am I still seasonal? That I can't tell. I don't know where I checked that. I would be okay if you turned on fan. Your coolness is more important than fan noise. So the thing is, don't worry. Today, my air is working. In fact, I'm kind of like the man who cried wolf. Sorry, almost demeaned myself there. The man, the big, strong, burly man who called wolf. Because every time I request maintenance, the day that I have it requested, it works perfectly. And then the day they're not here, it gets to 86 degrees in my apartment. And I have to think, that is in Fahrenheit, by the way, not in Celsius. I'm not getting cooked alive. Well, I am, but it's a very slow cooker, man. Like, even a crock pot looks a lot more intense than this one. So what event are we on right now, by the way? Woodland Labyrinth, Third Dimension, The Void, Crystal Cavern, Sprite World. Oh my God, everything? Jesus Christ, didn't they gotta forget some event at some point. You can't just list every single dungeon in the entire game. But yeah, so they showed up today and they were like, it seems cold in here. And I was like, okay, I promise it. I know it is today, but it doesn't work. They were like, no, I can tell it's working. I'm like, I know it is right now, but sometimes it gets a really weird smell and only blows hot air. And they were like, well, are you sure you don't have it on heat? I'm 100%. I'm a little bit more competent than that. Yeah, sure, not by much, but I am a little bit more competent than that, okay? Cut me at least a smidge of credit, man. You don't have to believe that, you know, I'd be able to file my taxes on my own. Now, I was able to, but we don't have to get into the, you know, how sick I am for being able to do that. No TurboTax, by the way. I do genuinely mean I crunched the damn numbers. You mean you inputted the numbers and then did the math the form told you to? Yep, that's exactly the ones. But anyways, I was certain of that, so he looked into it and was like, all right, fine, maybe we'll get someone else to come check it out. And I was like, please do. And he was like, okay, I got you. So I don't know if he was saying that to lie to me just to make me feel better, but if that was the case, that shit worked because I'm feeling way better about it. Genuinely, I think people should lie to me and tell me sweet nothings more often. I have a question for you. Were your messages purged from YouTube chat again? Because if so, I just don't think that you and YouTube are getting along right now. I don't think you guys are healthy for each other. It's like watching a toxic relationship. Call UDL. Oh man, that guy just actually hit me with the boy. My first wish from my genie is to find a genie. No way. Holy shit, I didn't know he could do that. Okay, this guy should be done. Now, does he drop anything? Nope, not even a pot. That's very nice of him. Whatever, let's go in here because that guy's definitely rushing through. So we can just, what is this? Oh, I don't like that. Why? It's different. And as a human being, change scares me in and of itself. Innately, the idea that things could change on their own terrifies me. Truly one of the most, you know, horrifying feelings, waking up every morning and knowing that not everything is the exact same as it was 20 years ago. Yeah, I mean, now Subway is $6 for 6 inches, which is absurd, man. I don't think I'll ever get over that in my own heart. All right, we'll call tea for the boys if they care. This is the tea room if you even care. I think that yeah, I mean, one of them's here. The other guy just did not care at all, but that's chill. I wasn't calling it for him. So how much can you lift? That's a good question. I kind of hate deadlifting. I don't know if it's something about it just is. I understand it's the very caveman way to work out, but for me, it's just not at all what I enjoy. Like, even remotely. I don't like just pushing for no reason and being like, can I pick up heavy bar? So I don't think that I'll say the unrealistic one, which is like, I could probably, well, no, I think the average person I can pick up very easily, seeing as the above average person in terms of weight, I'm also able to pick up, but way harder. So the average person I think I can pick up. Now, does that mean I can whisk them away, you know, like the end of a rom-com where I have to carry them across the shores of the beach? No, they'll end up with a concussion. I know what you're thinking. It's just sand underneath them. I'd probably find a way to drop them on a rock. Salted, check your word that YouTube keeps censoring. Wait, what about my balls do I need to check? Like, just for testicular cancer? Don't worry, I'd pay someone to check that for me. I'm pretty sure that's what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know what else it is. She's like, all right, so you got the money? And I'm like, yeah. And then she starts feeling them and making me feel weird. And then I go, ooh, I hate it. So it never happens again. But don't worry, someone checked. I promise. I assure you. I stole them. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I noticed. They're not really being used for much aside from, I guess they do help me piss. Common misconception is that they don't help people piss. You can tell who's a ball haver and who isn't, okay? Oh, no, obviously that's where, you know, your fluid that you use to impregnate. No, it's not. Where else would all the water go, dude? Of course, to the damn balloons. We've known this since we were kids. That's how it works. Oh, yeah, so I've got a tale that I can help you guys learn from. This will be a very good learning experience for you. I want you to take down notes and not fall into the same pit trap that I fell into. So I was talking with someone, right? Well, we won't have to give the full context, but I'm sure you can imagine. And so they were talking about the current hypothetical that's been sweeping, you know, the internet. I'm not going to say it out loud yet because I will explain later what I had misunderstood. They said they would choose the bear. And I was like, me too. I didn't recognize, because then I said, who wouldn't? Because Helsing's really hot. Guys, when they say that they're choosing the bear, they don't mean they want to fuck the bear druid from Baldur's Gate 3. That's not what the hypothetical was about. I had an innate misunderstanding. It clearly had caused some confusion because I was like, I totally get it. If he went bear mode, me too. They didn't mean that. I had simply made a fool of myself in that moment, because what they meant is like they'd rather be, you know, left alone with a bear than a man because they'd feel safer. I don't really have anything to weigh in on that whole side of it. I just thought we were talking about like who we liked from Baldur's Gate 3. That was not the point of the hypothetical. That one I had completely missed. Let me call out B because it doesn't seem like they've noticed. Yeah, so, you know, I had definitely messed up that. I didn't sight read. The QuickTime event was absolutely failed on that one because they had no clue who I was talking about. I had no clue what they were talking about. It just goes to show that the English language truly is one that evolves and changes over time, and sometimes we can even understand what our fellow man or woman wants to say. Or, well, there's no like way to end it with man for non-binary. So in this situation, I'm going to erase their existence because it just makes it easier for my stupid little joke, which I think matters a lot. Oh, wisdom I just recently maxed. Okay. So now there's a Snidarian Reef. We might as well go here, get ourselves a little bit of mana. What the fuck is the assembled giant? I'm pretty sure Kratos and Atreus killed that one. Boy. All right, I shouldn't have gone here. I'm alone. I'm alone underwater, man. How the fuck am I supposed to? Oh, man. I suck at this dungeon, too. I just thought more people would be here. They're Court of Oryx dungeons. All right, we've got one other person. Hello, Python. I hope that you can carry my damage because this T11 staff is not built for it, man. Okay. Up top. Yo, I've also been thinking that I need to, like, network and market a bit more. In terms of like, because I really enjoyed, I've only ever done one official real collab stream, and it was genuinely such a blast to do and talk with other people. maybe I should just reach back out to the same people. They'd probably still be down. I'm gonna go back to Nexus, seeing as my friend there died. But yeah, I've been trying to find other people, but the issue is I think it's a very hard sell to collab with me. And the reason I say that is, what am I gonna suggest that people would want to do? I don't mean this in terms of, you know, oh man, I'm so unlikable. No, I mean, if I walked up to someone, approached them and said, hey, I think your content's really cool, I think we can have some fun banter back and forth together, would you want to join me to play Realm of the Mad God? They'd kill me. They'd actually just take out a hammer and murder me. And you know what the worst part is? I'd be on their side. I'd be like, yeah, honestly, I deserved it for that. I don't play games that people would want to play with me. So where do I go? Oh, poor Graysale. And I'm not even going to help them. This guy's just completely new to the game and has no clue what's going on. Man, poor guy. Poor little man. Oh, let me put on, I can do this now. Hold on. I'm on US Midwest 2. Dubs. Let me add a text element. One of my famous and iconic, you know, live editing moments from Salted Slices. Yeah, new text element. It's visible. Font Arial. US Midwest 2. All right, there it is. Make this a little bit smaller. Put this up in the corner. There. Now, if anybody wants, you know what? We'll even put it. What the fuck where do streamers put this shit? Nowhere makes sense. I guess that's fine, but I feel like it's a little hard to read. But if I put it here, it's also still hard to read. So what do? Maybe I put an image over top. Hold on. So let's add an image. Don't make the source visible right now. And let me choose an image that would be good. What do we have in my downloads that would be funny? Not much. Because I figure you do something that would make it so it's readable. But none of that would work, so I'm just gonna cancel this, kill this source before I have a 30,000 source that I don't know where it is. So now we have this. Let's give it just like a drop shadow then. Are you allowed to do that? No. That makes sense, I understand. Oh wait, background color, background opacity. There it is. So now it's a fucking black strip, man. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah, no, that looks professional as hell, I think. Yep, I did go to high school for graphic design. I know that it's weird to say I went to high school for that instead of college. The thing is, I didn't go to college. And also, I did a specialty high school course that was like an early college type thing where you did do graphic design classes. How much has that helped you in life? Oh, don't even fucking ask about the rules of... Now, why did I have to learn the rules of photography? I mean, like, I get that it makes sense, but I do know all of the... Don't even ask me about what ISO does, all right? Don't even ask me what you should be setting your aperture to. Should your shutter speed be fast? Should it be slow? Brother, that's the kind of knowledge that I keep within me, okay? My main streamer Squeeze does League sometimes. You can ask to play with him. I mean, maybe that's what I gotta do is play League of Legends. I know I say it as though it's some big sin. Don't worry, by the way. I know you said if you're down to play Valorant, let me know. You have to realize that my ability to play Valorant is not... It's not bad. Okay? It's definitely not bad. Ooh, man. I don't enjoy the game. I think a lot of it would be me going, you dang zoomers. Why? It's gonna be the old man having to play a video. It's when you handed your parents the controller and they'd be like, yeah, that one looks fun, man. That one looks fun. And then they just hand you back the controller and walk away because they didn't really care to interface with it, but they had to make a surface level attempt to interact with you, seeing as you are their own flesh and blood. So at some point they have to put in a little bit of effort in order to act like they're interested in what you're interested in before they can say, oh, by the way, could you clean the dishes when you're done there? So that was them trying to do that. Salted, I'm unranked. It wasn't about rank. It was about my personal enjoyment of the game. I don't know if I made that painfully clear. Genuinely, I find very little enjoyment in Valorant, which I know is weird for someone who enjoys Gigantic and like clearly enjoys shooters. I don't know what it is about Valorant. Just something about it has never clicked right with the neurons. I watched Twitch all day to get that one key when they were doing the beta where you needed keys for it. I finally got my drop, queued up, and went, this is it. The best gaming experience of my life. And then I played 3 games and went, maybe I'll go play Counter-Strike. God, whoa. I'm gonna just get out of here. I'm clearly not built for this. I mean, yeah, it's just a pup, but like the realm score was already decently high, so I guess I should probably hop out anyways. Attack we do need. It's one of the ones we need the most of, obviously, aside from life and mana. But the thing about life and mana is, first of all, don't ask gamers to get a life. We already have multiple. And then we can play the Mario 1-up mushroom noise, Avatar the Forgotten King. Couldn't pay me enough to do that one, I think. Would have to grind my balls against sandpaper before I'd agree. Then I'd be like, all right, anything to make it stop at this point. What do you do if... So, there's the one urban legend about a very certain dictator where he only had one ball. Do you just get, like, a fake ball put in? Like, you get silicon nuts so that people can't... I mean, I guess people can't really tell from the outside regardless. I don't look at many men's jeans and then think to myself, oh, yeah, that's a two-baller right there. Oh, for sure he'd be able to sink one of those in a pocket. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's just teleport back here. Might as well just wait. The best part of the game, and we're just gonna sit back and wait. So I do want to get... We got to keep leveling our pet. We have Magic Heal, Savage. Savage kind of sucks ass, but it is something for now. At least we have Magic Heal. I think I prefer Magic Heal first, and it's mainly because we get it leveled first, and the more we regen our magic, the better. I understand that we can regen our health higher, which is nice because then you don't die. The thing is, health you can completely control. If you simply never get hit, you won't lose any HP. So you might see where I'm coming from with that. Let's also, I should have, what's this one? Window capture, MS Paint. Oh, never mind. Don't I have a finger pointing? Don't I have kid named Finger somewhere? Oh, what's that? It's not funny. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, we have this point. Here we go. Hold on. Let's just like, there. Now no one can miss where the server is. You're not rotating it. Just wait, okay? Just wait. It's hard. It kind of looks like a Little Big Planet sticker I put on there, man. Fuck yeah, that goes hard. That goes so hard, man. Holy shit. I should have done that ages ago. Yeah, now if anybody's missing out on the stream, that's good, or on the location, that's completely their fault. I mean, I guess also, what does my location matter, right? Not because I don't think anybody would want to join. A lot of people enjoy running through the realm and being like, OMG, it's him, it's the streamer man. But more, I'm not hosting O3s or anything, mainly because I die within them. So it's not like you're joining to get it on O3. It's pretty much just to see yourself on the oh wait, hold on. You should definitely reach back out to those other people. I think they'd be down to do another stream together. I agree. But I haven't seen them streaming as much recently, and I don't want to try and force something if their life is in a tumultuous point, because I understand how hard it can be to balance streaming in addition to other stuff that you're trying to do. So I don't want to, I'd feel horrible if they were like, I'm sorry, I'm just in a really, you know, mentally not great spot right now. Because then I'd have to think to myself, and my ass message, do you want to kill bugs in health? And my ass clicked send on, hey guys, let's go kill a couple bugs, hee hee. And a smiley emojicon, come on man. They'd kill me, they'd torch me alive for it. Welcome back, welcome back. So I have a question for about your one friend who plays League. First of all, how good are they at League? Because that matters a lot. Mainly for my own, or do they care if the person they're playing with is very good? I can be very good at League. I will not be very good at League on stream because I'm not going to be thinking about making good plays. I'm going to be thinking about locking in like full AP Nunu, running it down a lane, full AP Zac slingshotting 30 feet across the map to try and one-shot somebody. So if they care about, you know, logistically good plays, they probably wouldn't queue up with good old salted slices, man. I have been wanting to play. There's one champ I've been wanting to play, and this is like really, you know, all my nerd shit, right? Because not everybody cares about League of Legends, thankfully for you. I have been wanting to play a ton of Zillion because he's a character that lets me click a lot of buttons. Also, it's just objectively funny how long he's gone without really having his model change too much at all. Dude's got the polygon count of Banjo and or Kazooie. I fucking love something about niche things that just get forgotten and left by the wayside are so funny. Like Google Answers. It's so funny, man. Nobody's gonna know what it is. But still, it's hilarious, man. What was the other Google one? The like Second Life Google that they did. That one was so fun. Google's done a lot of things that just haven't taken off. But you know, it's kind of when you have that much money to throw around, why not do something that doesn't work out? Because you've got $30 billion in stock prices that you can just cash out at any moment. Is it weird to say I don't understand the stock market? Like, I understand you're paying for shares of a company, but how many, like, how is a company just able to have that many shares? Because let's say you, oh, well, no Janice, okay. Let's say you work at let's say you're the CEO of Applebee's, okay? We'll pick a restaurant that nobody has gone to in the past 30 years. So you're the Applebee's CEO, right? And 1 million people buy a share / a stock. What percentage of your company have you given away? Because everybody says you don't spend more than 50, or you don't have more than 50% of your company available in stocks, so that somebody doesn't technically own more than 50% of your company. You will always be the one owning the primary amount of it. That's what my rudimentary caveman level understanding of it is. I don't get how that works, because then doesn't that mean there'll just be a day where they can't sell another stock because it would risk going over 50%? How does that? Or are they just banking on the idea that people will give them back? I don't like, it just doesn't make sense to. I'd rather just put my money in a slot machine. Yeah, the other one's guaranteed to have some kind of return, and you can say no, you can lose it all. You can lose it all, but you actually can't lose it all. Let's say you buy a stock that's at $4,000 for one, right? For one share, okay, and then it crashes all the way to 2 cents for a share. You've still not lost it all. You've got 2 cents. That's what it's like in a slot machine. You put that shit in and it's gone. And you have recognized that. And I think that's probably why I like it more, because I understand that my money is simply evaporating in front of my eyes. Like, I've spent money in order to throw it away, but with pretty colors, which wasn't too different from what I was doing on Genshin Impact. So maybe that truly was the enabler. Oh man, it's also so funny. Gacha addicts, and I can say this as an ex-gacha addict, I think I like to put myself in the recovering phase, are so funny because they will spend $300 and almost exclusively get below odds rolls. Then one time they'll get an above odds roll and they're like, let's go, that was so worth it. $300 down the drain, 4 PNGs appearing on stream or on screen, and they're like, fuck yes, finally. That was a good use of my money right there, baby. That money might never come back, but you know what? They can't take away my C6 whatever. Yo, you see the Hades 2 discourse? There's been a lot of it because obviously, you know, one of the most anticipated, I guess, still indie games. I mean, it is super, or is it? Yeah, Super Giant. I couldn't remember if it was Super Giant or Supermassive. I believe Supermassive makes different games. Or, well, you know who I'm talking about, right? The developers of Bastion, Transistor, if you played, I believe it was called Pyre? Yeah, Pyre. And then Hades. So there was somebody who was talking about, well, first of all, I saw Hestia made it in, which is a sick god to include. However, I can't remember, like, I know she's the goddess of house and hearth, but I don't know what the fuck that means. So I guess I don't know that she's that. I know she's that in name. But does it just mean she makes the house nice and toasty for you? Like, if you were gonna come home, she'd be like, don't worry, baby, I got this one. There's a day that they can't sell another stock. If everyone bought them, like often when you buy a share, you're not buying it from the company directly, you're buying it from the market from someone. So, okay. So the stock market is actually just Roblox trading. All right, all right. Now I get it. You should have just told me that it was Roblox trading, and now it makes so much more sense. If you have limited items on Roblox, then you own the certain. You should have just said it was NFTs, man. Something we all understand and appreciate. Okay. So. Oh, missions can't be opened here. Fucking, of course they can't. A share of a company is typically 0.01% of the company. And so then they sell up to 49.99% of the company, correct? That way they always own 50% of it, and technically they own the most of their company, therefore nobody else can have to be on the board of investors or anything like that necessarily. I mean, I'm sure if you bought 25% of the company yourself, Mr. Wonderful style, you would probably just get like grandfathered into the meetings, because what the fuck they gonna do? Say no? 25% of his shares. Then again, I guess shares technically, there's probably like fine print that says, actually you don't own any of it if you are just getting shares, which would make sense. But again, I don't know much of anything. I don't think I'm smart of it. No more like 40%. Okay, so I pretty much get it. Penis McShafty said tough crowd. I didn't even get to hear his joke. Wait. I didn't see the joke. Try it one more time. There we go. Okay, here I go. Yes. All right, this might be it. This might be the peak of stand-up in our. Okay. Oh, I wonder if he's getting nervous. Wait. Please tell me he didn't just load in. Oh, that'd be so embarrassing. Dude, that's actually gas. All right, there we go. Oh, cool. There's a Lost Halls open. Well, I'm not going to be going. It is an exaltation dungeon. We could go for a life pot or maybe even an MP pot. And if it turns into a cult, we'd technically be able to do stuff from there. But, like, I don't really care. You want to know what's wild about the human mind? Somehow, in our human genome, I don't know where it comes from. If you asked me right now, calculate how much force is required to throw a ball across a room and hit this target, I would have no way at all. Oh my God, no, it's all gone. Ah. There's no realms left. What am I supposed to do? Play on the old ones? But I'd have no way to know how to calculate it. Like, obviously physics, yeah, you can work it out and get that. But if you handed me the ball, I'd be able to fucking beam it and 95% of the time hit the target. Especially if it's a big target, 100% of the time. If it really requires precision, the 5% is variable on me fucking it up. Oh, holy shit. Damn. Wait, you can get interest in stock? Isn't that like... Well, why don't I do that? Oh, right, I don't have $1 billion, which is now what... Oh. All right. Well, you know. Yeah, well, my parents have friends who are rich. Some of them, well, like, it's more friends through friends who are rich. So I don't really mean to brag or anything, but I probably could get you IP banned on Microsoft, because my one friend's uncle worked at Microsoft. So get fucked. Fuck physics. I hate coding it. Physics are, I mean, it's such a complicated mathematics field. It's so weird. Especially because you read the word problems that they give you, because almost every physics problem is a word problem, because you need real world applications for physics to make a lot of sense. And they'll always say shit like, the train is going this fast over the bridge. How fast, or how much pressure must the bridge be able to hold out without collapsing asunder? What the fuck? How did they put me in? Where am I? How'd they do this? Penis McShafty's here. Yes. Oh, fuck yeah. If we get a couple more stars, we'll be somewhere. I think. But I don't know, man. It takes so long to get the early stars when I don't just die and play other classes to get 1 star, and I worry too much about getting base fame. Also, I like leveling my characters. I know that, well, did you know mathematically the best way to do it is once you hit level 20 you should only hit maybe max 1 stat and then die for the whatever, man. Dude, I have been loving the one guy made a joke about it. The what if they were named Freak something and then they just do this but freaky. I think my favorite one was what if instead of calling him McCree, we called him McFreak and he sexually harassed women. Dude, that shit was so I was actually laughing. So it was such a good twist of the general trope, which is just, you know, normally it's like, what if Winnie the Pooh, but like he was freaky and like he wanted to lick toes. I was like, all right, I suppose moderately humorous, but not that good. But that one was such a good, subversions of the joke are always, to me, funnier than just following the trend verbatim. But the issue is you risk getting to little kid joke tier, by which I mean, if you ever ask a kid, well, you'll never ask the kid will tell you. If you ever have a kid tell you a knock knock joke, they are consistently some of the worst constructed jokes of all time. And it's just because they want to subvert the expectation. They've been told that like it's really funny to tell a knock knock joke, but they don't understand what makes it funny yet. They only understand that you say knock knock and then you say something. Now, is it really funny to tell a knock knock joke? I'm not gonna lie, you probably haven't laughed at one since you've been an adult. Or probably since you've turned like 12 you haven't laughed at a knock knock joke. But still, to kids, they're really funny, so they want to try and subvert that and, you know, make the joke work from there. But they'll always just, here's one that my little cousin told me that I was like, what am I'm gonna laugh out of courtesy. It's the worst joke I've ever heard, because they'd be like knock knock and I'd be like, all right, who's there? Then they hit me with the chicken and I go, okay, chicken who? And they go, chicken pizza. What are you talking about? That's just 2 words together. You're gonna be the reason that people come back and go, the narwhal bacon's at midnight, man. It's all gonna be on you. Your fault. With that said, I really wish that narwhals weren't turned into like the lol random creature by the internet, because like, dude, they're so fucking cool. I actually think it's so sick that for whatever reason they decided evolutionarily, yeah, we need a tooth growing out the top. There's no shot that that was a good choice evolutionarily, but like, fuck yeah, dude. I hope they keep doing that. The jokes on the Popsicle Sticks and Crab Game are funny. I don't think I've read any of them. Why? Because that doesn't help me progress the plot forward. And what you don't understand is people play Souls like for serious reasons, okay? Yo, I was listening at work. I was in my feels, man. The fuck does the narwhal bacon's at midnight mean? All right, sit down. This is a little internet history lesson. So back in ye old days, I'm talking pre-Mayan calendar ending right around 2011, okay? Redditors thought they were so cool for using Reddit. Now that much hasn't changed in the past 10 years. So what they decided to do is they said, guys, we need a special code word that other Redditors can use so that in public we can tell if someone uses Reddit. And what will make it is the narwhal bacon's at midnight. Now, you might hear that and think to yourself, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You were correct. I don't know what I don't know what was going on, what drove the Redditors to think that that was a great idea. But then for the next 2 years, they would comment that, and also the classic, you, sir, have won the internet. The comment that every time I read it, I feel something viscerally inside of me like break apart. Oh, it's like the Tumblr thing, those shoelaces. Yeah, but like, Reddit always does trends wrong. Don't get me wrong. Tumblr's had their fair share of, you know, very questionable things looking back on the lexicon of history. But Reddit consistently just does things in the dumbest, like Redditors. If you're on Reddit 24/7, if somebody has over 1 million karma and they aren't just answering questions for people on like a tech help subreddit, we need to get them free, you know, therapy appointments and teach them there is more to this world. If you meet someone who has genuinely spent money on a Reddit award so they could give somebody gold, you need to like investigate them, okay? It's the only way, because what are you doing spending real human dollars that people have to work and earn a living for on a PNG so that somebody responds, thanks for the gold, kind stranger? That's an insane thing to do. So now, what is one of my grievances with Tumblr? When they all wanted to fuck the Onceler from the Lorax, and the only, specifically the DreamWorks one. And the reason that I've got a bone to pick with that one is because it undermines the entire point of the story. I don't care if you think he's hot. He was deforesting and was not, but he's not the good guy. You don't, like, come on, can we please not, if we're gonna platform someone, can't they be a little bit better than the guy who's comedically evil and deforests and kicks puppies, man? Why'd they have to do that one? I've only used Reddit to learn cybersecurity and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. That's where Reddit still has its, you know, use cases, is that a lot of really big nerds are on Reddit, which helps a lot in answering tech questions. So it's pretty safe. Generally, if I look up something and there's 2 answers related to code, one is Stack Overflow and one's Reddit, I'm way more likely to do the Reddit one, and here's the reason. If somebody posts code that's wrong, I don't know what it is in the human genome, but Redditors are predisposed to arguing. So they will see incorrect code, and it's on a post they otherwise would not have commented on. But now they've got to call out this guy who did their code wrong so they can start an argument in the comments, therefore leading to a better, more polished code that I can look at and go, so that's where I messed up. Thanks. Like someone will comment, hey, I think this is your issue. This should work. And then somebody else responds, no, that wouldn't work, actually. And let me tell you why. Hey, I have a degree in cybersecurity, okay? And it's like, great, you wouldn't have responded otherwise, but now you gotta feel, you know, your sense of superiority. So you gotta chime in, and we're here for it. But Tumblr consistently, I think, goes for really bad sexy man picks. Because I'm sure that you can pick someone to be a sexy man who isn't like genuinely a mass murderer, okay? Especially the obsession people had where they're like, OMG, Ted Bundy's actually so hot. First of all, reason with yourself. No, he's not, all right? If you think Ted Bundy is hot, you've got to like really reflect on life, because his glasses are thicker than, I don't know, pick any kind of, I'm not going to objectify anybody here. So I'll let you pick. Yeah, I could say a bowl of oatmeal, but that's been done to death. And so I was going to pick, you know, somebody, but then I was like, well, that's objectification, so we won't go there. So then I didn't know what to do, and I floundered. So here I am just explaining the joke and praying that we as a society and civilization can move on from it. It's kind of magical. Hold on, huh? I'm going to teleport over here so I can move around my chats and read everything better. There were AUs about him. Yeah. I think that if your OC was based off the Onceler and he doesn't still, at this point in his, you know, OC's existence, doesn't go out of his way to kick puppies and or deforest, change who you're saying they're based off of. Because those are the only things that, as far as I watched the movie, I understand. Well, actually, Zac Efron was not the Onceler. I was gonna say it was Zac Efron. I get where we're coming from. Zac Efron was actually the kid who gets told the story on the outskirts of town by the Onceler. Also, if we're gonna be Onceler posting, let me just get this out of my system. Fucked up that they were all like, oh, he's so hot, and yet I never saw anybody talking about him as a grandpa at the end of the movie. You didn't have a chance with him. He's already old and decrepit, okay? It's like me saying that oh man, oh fuck. Never mind. I can't remember. Her name was Juliet. Oh man, Juliet from Wizards of Waverly Place. What a hot character. I have to be talking about the old grandma version. It's the only way that I could talk about it now, because that's canonic. Actually, I think they do end up, not to spoil Wizards of Waverly Place, which I'm sure everybody listening in was just about to go binge watch all of Wizards of Waverly Place. So I'm sorry for saying this, but I do believe they turn her back to how she was at one point. I believe. And look, I haven't seen Wizards of Waverly Place since I was actually a kid, since I was genuinely in their target demographic, okay? So, I'm not like other people. My little brother still does it. He goes back and watches some of the shows we watched as kids, like Victorious and all that. I don't think, well, not all that. It's humorous because, you know, the name did fit there. But no, more like Victorious, iCarly, all those kinds of shows. I just can't go back and watch them. Maybe there'll be some jokes that hold up, but I think I'm very afraid of going back to something I once enjoyed and realizing it's dog shit. So I'm just going to continue to believe that sitcoms I watched as a kid were the best sitcoms ever made, and they haven't made any quite as good since. I mean, I do have this one friend who, his brother has been watching. Dude, I didn't even know. First of all, I think the show is still going, which is crazy. Second of all, I didn't know that anybody above the age of 15 would be liking what they're actively putting out, but apparently his brother loves it. I don't know what that says, but it's that one show, Henry Danger. I remember it very lightly because they were starting to air it right at the age where I wasn't watching any of them anymore, because my little brother was also starting to get out of there. I go back and watching iCarly because I listened to the audiobook that Janelle McCurdy did. See, that I think makes sense, but you're not rewatching that for like the nostalgia reason. Oh, I can't go back. No, that also makes sense. I figured you were saying you went back to watch it just to see, like, holy shit, there is a new context here, which would also make a lot of sense. That show pisses me off. Was it the fact that they make the female co-stars who are very young paint their feet a lot and point them at the camera? Because if that's what makes you feel a little bit weird, I think that's a very understandable reason to go, this weirds me out. I think that that's what the normal response should be. Like, but it's rough. Because here's the reason I say it's rough. All of the show, it's also fine. But you gotta wonder, looking back on a lot of media, it's very easy to write off a lot of the jokes as, oh man, that's gotta be the writer's fetish. It's very possible that that's the case, and I don't wish to, you know, say 100% of the time that isn't the case. What I want to ponder on is maybe some people, like, just thought that farts were really funny. Maybe they didn't get off on the idea of people farting, as we're trying to claim now. People will be like, I went back and watched this show, and the fact that the writer had X fetish is so obvious. No, man, I think maybe sometimes people just think, like, bodily things are funny. I get where they're coming from, because now we are looking at it with a new, renewed sense of, fuck, everybody's probably a weirdo in Hollywood. And, like, it's very possible that they are just all weirdos. I'm very far removed from it, so I don't have to care too much. But I think it's easy to add context to something when you're going back and looking at it now. Whereas in the moment, who the fuck is to say? Maybe they just thought that the sound effect they downloaded off of Audio Jungle was really funny, man. Bro, you're on the server that is the highest ping for me. My fault, my fault. Have you read the book? It's very well written. I don't, like, read. I'm pretty uneducated. If you want me to do multiplication, I'm like, if I can't, you know, somehow do a trick with my fingers, we're fucked up. So the audiobook is good too. I know, I probably should. I've heard some of the stories from it relayed to me, but I have not myself gone and read it, which I think is doing a big disservice to her and her story. So, like, I probably should read it. The thing is, I should probably read a lot of things. That's just probably pretty true in general, because I don't read much. I'm missing out on so many classics that people, you know, have come to love and are beloved by many. And I'm also missing out on a lot of smut, like a lot of, like, probably too much smut. Like, genuinely, what is going on with how much? Every time I see anybody posting about a book they like, they're like, yeah, man, the 13-page scene of somebody eating someone out was so sick. Maybe it was, dude, but, like, I don't know if that's what I'd want to relax and read. I know that that's just one genre, but it does seem to be the most accessible genre. For better or for worse. Okay, we gotta walk up here, heal up, walk in. Yeesh. Damn, that hurt, man. But I don't want to drown to death. I almost did that when I was a kid in the first swimming pool I went into. Not the first swimming pool. Definitely in a couple, though. I definitely was not built for this world. Okay, my one and only companion and, you know, the man I felt safety with has now died. I don't particularly care for sex books. I think that that's probably a very normal thing to say. I don't think that you saying that is a bad, like some will say that's so brave of you. I'd say that it's really normal of you, especially not the audio ones. Yeah, I think that that would probably be the biggest turnoff for me if I was listening to a book and then I just hear, oh God, yes. She moaned. Like, okay, well, thanks, I guess. I would really rather not listen to that in my ear right now. Because I just forced you all to listen to it. But more of that audio reading will only be available on my Patreon. So, you know. Okay, we're back in queue. Well, oh, by the way, let me know if you add, or if you end up hopping in the same server as me. I'll add anybody to the guild, because at this point it's getting a little sad. Like, not insanely sad, but when I open up the social, I go to friends and this is what I see. And when I go to guild, oh man. Guys, whoever gets the highest guild score by the end of this stream gets to have a one-on-one dinner with me, Salted Slices. I don't mind like sexy ASMR. Well, I think that that's really good and brave of you to admit. I don't think that I would say it aloud, honestly. Like, even if it were to be true for me, which I'm not going to confirm nor deny, I don't think that I'd be admitting it in a public space, personally. Mainly because I'd probably get too embarrassed for my own goal. I'm not saying like I think I'd just get embarrassed. What are you, a coward? Yeah, well, all right. What do you want me to say? Oh, I love when she licks slime out of my ears. I don't, in fact. Actually, that's the thing that probably scares. I hate the noise of licking in my ears. It skeeves me out. I sent a friend request. Friends. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Now playing. Oh, that's remove friend. Almost fucked that one up. How do I invite you to my guild? Are you already in one? No, that can't be right. Where are you, a nearby player? How do I invite? I've never been a guild leader before. I've never had the responsibilities of many men placed upon me. Look at all these guys, dude. We got Nick, what a homie. Reach you the very solid jam. Okay, hold on. I will find you. Aha. Well, why doesn't it open the menu? Maybe I can't invite people until I'm rank 10 in terms of stars. That'd be fucked up, I think. I just want to invite my friend. Yeah, see, there's a good ball. I'll invite the guild. Must have at least 1 star to join a guild. Fuck, that's why I couldn't invite you, I imagine. That, or, I mean, obviously the menu also could have glitched. I really have no... Look, the game's older than you need to be on Twitch. I was going to say half of Twitch chat, but that's probably not true. I'm too comfortable talking about, yeah, I mean, no, I think a lot of people are getting too comfortable talking about sex on the internet. But the thing is, it's got some upsides, I won't lie. It helps desensitize people and it helps destigmatize it and all that kind of stuff. On the other hand, I don't know if I want to hear what people are into. Like I said, it was one time. I'll retell the story because it really did leave a lasting impression in my brain. There was this one time I was looking for other streamers I could reach out to, you know, maybe just scroll down to about, because I was like, sick, I can read about them, then we can reach out because we're right around the same size. And the top thing they said was about me. I'm really into daddy dom little girl and I like acting like a little princess. And I was like, you know what, honestly, power to you. Can we keep secrets from each other? It's an insane icebreaker to drop on someone. Like, I like to start with, hey, I'm Salted Slices, nice to meet you. But I guess that's just where I'm very different, honestly. I guess that's just what makes me so separate from the rest of the crowd. Because, like, that's an insane way to just approach and open a conversation. Respect to them for, you know, feeling comfortable enough to say it, I suppose. But also, someone has to pay my therapy costs. I think I talked about it a little yesterday, but my parents signed me up for therapy when I was a kid. Dude, I got nothing out of it because I didn't want to get anything out of it. And yeah, it's a waste of everyone's time and specifically my parents' money, but I didn't want to be there. One of the worst things you can do for a kid is force them to be somewhere they don't want to, especially where it's one-on-one talking. I wish I had therapy as a kid. I think that, like, this might tell you why I guess I could have needed therapy or whatever, but I didn't want to talk to somebody about what I was feeling because I was like, why would I want to open up to them? What do they know? I know me better than they know me. So what's the point of me opening up to them? Now you could say that's verbatim the point of why you would need to go to therapy. Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, fuck you. I ended up, you know, decently fine, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a very good idea by them, but only if I had requested it. I think they did it because my older brother went to therapy and, like, you know, it helped him a lot, but that's because he wanted to be there. I didn't. I remember sometimes I'd have to come to therapy with him, but all I'd get to do is sit in the lobby because I'm not allowed to go in with him. He's telling confidential stuff that's only supposed to be between him and his therapist. So what did I do? Literally just sat there and ate out of the little snow cone water bottle thing or water things where it makes the glub 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 noise whenever you fill it up. That's pretty much all that I had going for me, and because of it I was like, fuck therapy, this shit's ass. All I gotta do is sit here and drink lukewarm water because theirs wasn't one of the good water coolers that would cool the water. Now, did it taste 10 times better when it would mix with that snow cone papery and, like, just kind of combine the flavors in a new way? I do have to admit, as much as I wish I didn't have to, it's kind of sick when the flavors combine like that. That's true. But still, after a couple of hours of being there, it got boring. Hour 2 of sitting there with a dead 3DS. I didn't know what to do anymore, man. My only source of entertainment in this world was stripped from me. My iPod Touch didn't have charge. Actually, I probably didn't have a 3DS because it was when I had an iPod Touch. I remember playing Pocket God on that, dude. Holy, what an absolute all-timer video game. What did I generally do on it? I would kind of just, like, you know, I'd turn one of them into a zombie and then give the other one a hatchet and just watch them fight. Is that sadistic? I don't know. Maybe my parents watched me do that for 2 hours and thought, yeah, he needs therapy. Oh, damn, he must have been dropped on his head a little bit too hard. Maybe we should side him up. And to their credit, you know, wouldn't have been the worst idea, but still. I maintain that if you need to want something out of therapy for therapy to be worth anything, if you don't have the mentality and or mindset to, you know, devote yourself to actually getting help, then there's no point in going for help, which is generally what happened with me. Break over back here. Enjoy muting me and putting me back in your pocket. Sorry, not muting me. Turning off the screen. If you muted me, you'd be depriving yourself of my melodious voice. What melody does your voice hit? It's called the brown note, fucker. I would expect you to understand. Some say that it's a very sought after noise. So, if anything, that means it's pretty fucking sick. I think the snow cone cup does improve a lot. I don't know what it is. It's probably just because as a kid, I ate a lot of paper. Why did I eat a lot of paper? I was convinced that construction paper would have different tastes based off what color it was. So every time I took construction paper, I'd cut off a strip and eat it. Does that mean that I probably got harmful chemicals that they use to dye the paper permanently living within my body? Yes. Is my pancreas like light blue right now? I'd imagine. But if you're wondering, the flavors aren't too different based off of what color the construction paper are. From my findings, maybe I should retry this, you know, now as an adult with a more refined palate. Maybe I just couldn't pick up on the subtle nuances between red 40 versus yellow 6 in order to truly appreciate it. Dude, I fucking hate the red 40 scare, okay? What are people talking about? Oh, it's one of the most harmful chemicals for your body. Is it? Or are we just like doing this thing again where we don't know what is actually, you know, causing people to have their health decline based off the processed foods we're eating, when it's most likely due to the microplastics being within them? Then we go, okay, well, it's got to be the food dye that we've been using for 80 years. That's got to be the issue. Don't get me wrong. It could be the issue. I'm not going to stop drinking red Gatorade because there's red 40. All right. You'll have to pry that from my cold, dead hands, dude. What else am I going to do to get my electrolytes? Drink Prime? I fucking think not. And it's not because, by the way, I understand that there's the false lawsuit recently about the forever chemicals that are found within Prime and all that kind of stuff. It's got nothing to do with that, surprisingly. And all it has to do with is, to me, it just tastes... Prime tastes very artificially fake and sweet, which I normally don't mind, but it's the first time that it's felt aggressively so to me. And I don't know what it is that they do different, because I'm sure the drinks that I enjoy that use artificial sweeteners have around the same amount, but something about it doesn't feel right. I think it's because there's also Body Armor out there, right? And if you don't know what Body Armor is, it is another like coconut water based drink. And so I think that, to me, I prefer the taste of the Body Armor compared to Prime. So I just can't get into Prime because it tastes too fake compared to Body Armor. Now, Body Armor might be even more fake. Also, definitely has enough sugar to down an elephant or two. But the thing is, that's why you can get the one that's 0 calories or 0 sugar. I can't remember which one it is. It's also insane that as a fruit drink, they do add sugar to it. And if you wonder why I think that's insane, fruits are famous for one thing, and it's natural sugars. So the idea that we need to add more sugar to it is akin to somebody buying a normal Coca-Cola and opening up a Splenda packet to throw in there. Which I'm sure someone does. That doesn't make it good, though. That's still, you're still on the wrong side of history for it. But I'm sure you're allowed to do it. Now, okay, they're only up to 68% in the realm, likely because the people who could clear the realm were in the nest with us. If I had to guess, it's just generally doing higher level stuff yields higher result. Okay, yeah, well, pretty obvious when I say it that way. You know what, now that I've really read it all aloud, reflected for a second, yeah, it all makes sense. We could do more ancient ruins because the event's still going on. Here's why I'm not going to. I don't feel like it currently. Now, there's other events going on that I should be looking out for. Like Walab, I should actually be doing. Even though we don't want the Walkie or the Elbow. Well, I guess the Elbow's not bad. It's good feed power, so... And nothing else, or at absolute worst, we've got that going for us. Oh, hey, there's this guy again. But still, electrolyte drinks is code for replacing salt. Yes. That's why I like having 0 sugar Gatorade, because I like having something that's that salty and has... Gatorade does have some extra vitamins in it. Not enough for me to say that, like, oh, it's a great vitamin drink also. But it does have some extra vitamins in it, which is nice. But I like having 0 sugar Gatorades in my fridge just in case I'm really feeling that kind of, like, headache. I can tell I haven't... You know, I haven't replaced my electrolytes or whatever. I clearly sweated out too much for the day, so I need to go grab something that actually replaces, you know, the part of my body that's missing. Which is right now my heart. Chat. Only you can fill it. But yeah, I do. That's why I like Gatorade a lot. So, do I still like Body Armor a lot? Yes, but it does feel more of a, like, snack drink, you know what I mean? Akin to what a soda would be, as is compared to Gatorade, which to me feels like, damn, I just ran for a bit. I need to replace some of this shit immediately. Like, I totally get why that... Ooh, the cooler Gatorade at sports games, something about it just hits right. With that said, if you're in charge ever of making the Gatorade sports mix for any kind of event or anything like that, I request vehemently that all you do is, it's not on your money, right? It's surely on whatever team that you're building this for. throw in one extra half of a packet. Not the full packet, but for the full cooler of water, do an extra half packet, because I guarantee you the players will appreciate it. It tastes a little watered down with just one packet, even though that's in theory what it's designed for. And I think it's because you're not accounting for the ice. You're accounting for the cooler water, which makes sense. But then as it starts to melt, all of a sudden people go, I mean, it's still good because I've been running and, you know, I'm not, beggars really can't be choosers on this one. MV. I have never done whatever this one. Lemon lime, best Gatorade. So I do fuck with the very acidic flavorings of it. I will say, oh, wait, are you able to walk over here? Lantern tutorial part 1. I love the thrill of a challenge. Do you? Say yes if you're that prepared or it'll hurt. Now give the bell above a strong whack before you walk through it. What the fuck just happened? Where am I? What is... I don't understand any of this. I'm just gonna... How do you get stars? So your first star will come from, I believe, reaching level 20 on a class. Then after that, over on the right side, you see this fame meter. Every time that reaches its filled bar, you get another star. All the way up to 15,000 base fame. But I'm not gonna lie, on your first character, there's no shot in hell you're making it to 15,000 base fame unless you play very safe. But even then, nah. If I get any, oh, well, I can't give you any pet eggs. I was gonna say if I get any pet eggs, I'll drop them off for you so you can get your first pet. But I can't because I still need to try and get my good pet. If I was better off, and this is my other account, when I get people to play Realm on my other account, I fucking zoot them up in terms of pet eggs. Because what else am I gonna do with it sitting there? But yeah, in terms of the lemon lime Gatorade thing, I will agree that it is one of the best flavors. I do fuck with the heavy battery acid flavoring very hard. But, and this is a very strong but I have to give, you gotta be careful when you call Gatorade by its actual flavor name. Because that's not how people remember Gatorade flavors. I had to transfer in my mind that you meant yellow Gatorade. I had to think it through. I was like, lemon lime, lemon lime. Have I had that one? Is that one of the green ones? There's one that you can call by its name, okay? And the one you can call by its name is the cucumber one. But you just call it the cucumber one. And do you want to know why you call it the cucumber one? Because nobody wants to be handed a Gatorade without knowing it's about to be the cucumber one. With that said, do I fuck with the cucumber one? Way more heavily than I thought I would. It's on paper one of the worst Gatorade flavors I could think of. In my mouth, something just hits right. Like, it feels comforting to have, and I don't know how else to explain it. Ooh, it's rough. It's gonna be close. It's definitely gonna be a close one. I think I'm down to do the nest though. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I do the nest? Cucumber icky. See, that's what I thought at first. But like, open up a cucumber Gatorade and just take a whiff of it. That's all I ask of you, because that tells you, I mean, like, don't do this at a 7-Eleven and then put it back on the shelf. That's tampering with goods, and I believe is a federal crime ever since, you know, the cyanide poisonings and Tylenol. So, it was Advil. It was Advil. Okay, well, I still remembered that it was due to the tampering with capsules that happened, and also, you know, the culprit was never found. But like, people say it was gross incompetence by the police, but like, let's give them a little bit of credit. I understand it's very hard to give the police any credit, you know, with current tensions and all that kind of stuff. But let's give them a little bit of credit. What the fuck hints did they have to go off of, man? It's kind of a perfect crime when you think about it. There's no way to track it, especially when CCTV looks like what, you know, UFO footage looks like right now, which doesn't make any sense to me. How is it that every time a quote-unquote UFO shows up, somebody's quality is their 2001 Android phone? How does it keep happening? One of these days, someone will have to have a decent camera when a UFO spider. But then again, I guess that's probably what makes it, you know, so you can tell that it wasn't really a UFO back then. It's in good quality. I want to believe that aliens are real and all that, but flashbacks to the criminals opening ice cream, licking it, and putting it back. That shit was something absolutely, like, mentally was not right. That's a lack of care for your fellow man beyond what I could ever imagine. Because, like, also, most ice cream's not that expensive. It might be expensive, but it's not like, holy shit, with inflation. Like if you were doing that with eggs during peak egg pricing, I would say absolutely. I don't want to talk about it, man. I really don't want to talk about it right now. Guys, just don't at me. Don't call me. Don't come by my house. We're through. That was such a bad death. Oh, that might have been my worst one ever. Whatever. It's another 3-star character. Who do we feel like playing now? From who we have, not really many, if I'm being completely honest. I kind of hate Priest. I don't like Rogue. I'm fine with Knight, though. Knight's chill. Knight's a warm hug. Let's get Classic Knight. It just feels right. It's one of the only classic skins I'll run. Because the other ones, it's strictly an upgrade, but the Knight, dude, that fucking hurt. Oh, man, I should have just spammed health pots. I didn't think I'd burn out in the lava that quickly. I guess lava is kind of hot. I should ask Bowser, man. He knows all about that shit. Okay, let's think. Yeah, we'll just do a classic little Knight. This will give us closer to getting Pally. I do fuck with Pally. I like playing Pally a lot. So now we're up to 13,000 fame. Is this character seasonal? They are seasonal. Good shit. Open up shop. Purchase this for 2K fame just because it's nice to have an extra gift slot. Go in here. Okay. Got the Mr. Krabs getting crab souls. I see you and I aren't so different after all. I thought all this time we'd have differences that tore us apart, but it turns out we can come back together. Much like the loving parents in It Takes Two. You know, post the like 17th argument about divorce. Dude, how are there so many people on US Midwest too? Nobody lives in the Midwest. Go to Kansas for a single day and tell me where all of these are coming from. Because that is not the residents. It's probably, you know, maybe I changed servers. I'm sorry to Control Z. Why is US Midwest too crowded now? What the fuck? The party don't start till I walk in. That shit's so true. Okay. Let's go with, if Midwest wasn't good for you, let's go US East too. I have never played It Takes Two at all. I have no clue about anything in it. Aside from the fact that it's about divorce. Okay. If we can get into the Prime Meridian, that's not the worst. So let's swap this over to US East. Hold on, let's do it a little less aggressively. East 2. Boop. And there we go. We can point right to it. Holy shit, the Realm of the Mad God Exalt logo goes so hard right there. Talk about product placement. Okay. So now we can't teleport for a bit, but that's completely fine. It's not like we were going to anyways. Become level 20 and get stronger. I'll definitely become level 20. That whole getting stronger part, I don't know about that. We could play it. I feel like it's something I should save for a partner. That's gonna be my first date will be, hey baby, you want to start up It Takes Two and act like we're a married couple who's going through like a rough divorce? Oh my god, yes, that's literally my fantasy. I've always wanted to act like it's all ending poorly. I've just been looking for an excuse to roleplay that out. All right, we'll get this. We've got to get up there in rank quick because like this part is where people get bored, okay? And I understand why. Right after losing a character, it's a little bit saddening for sure, but you know what? I see this for the new beginnings that it could be rather than the lost ones we have. Being a knight is so scary because people always get mad at knights. Nobody gets mad at a warrior for fucking speed buffing 24/7, training all of the enemies right back onto the group. Nobody ever gets mad at that. They're like, well, he's a warrior. Of course he's got to rush. If a knight doesn't stun for half a second, you're the Antichrist. At that point, they're like, all right, fucker. So I'm not going to say what it is, but unfortunately, I have seen a clip from the ending of A Way Out, and the game might still be really fun, but like knowing the twist fucking sucks. Like it makes it so would you ever watch, you know, The Sixth Sense if you know the plot twist at the end? I doubt it, because that's where a lot of the fun comes from. It's like, holy shit, what a way to reveal this at the end. If you already know the plot twist, I'm not saying it's like completely useless. I'm just saying like it's lacking a certain je ne sais quoi, and I don't even speak French. Dude, the new icons look so weird as the Quest ones. I feel like they gotta change something. What would you change? What, I look like a game designer? Yeah, you've made a couple before. Okay, well, you know, fair enough. What do I look like? I understand the fundamentals of game design and or animation. Sorry, I just wanted to flex that one. Oh, what's that? She's squashing until I stretch? Yeah, I guess she kind of do be doing that. Now that you bring it up. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, I watched The Sixth Sense after being spoiled on it. What did you have to enjoy? I'm just wondering. Because I watched it without being spoiled on it, and I didn't like it that much. But also, I'm like a through and through M. Night Shyamalan hater, because I hate the over-reliance on twists in order to make your movie interesting. Like, don't get me wrong. Twists can be done very well. But sometimes the twists, especially in his more recent ones, it's one of two. It's either insanely over-explained to the point where I go, okay, well, there's nothing I can enjoy here. Or it comes so out of left field that it's like, well, fucking, yeah, when you can make up your own movies about anything. Of course you can say, oh, but what you didn't know is, I enjoy spooky ghosts. Boy, do I have a movie for you. 13 Ghosts would drive you crazy. Man, oh man, if I could ever suggest a movie. I believe that's the one where they've got like well, I guess I shouldn't say the ending in case you haven't seen it, so never mind. But I believe I'm remembering the right movie. You've probably seen it if you like ghost movies. It's in the name, and it was decently popular. I actually don't know how popular it was overall, mainly because I don't keep up with horror as a whole in terms of what people are thinking. I just watch what I end up watching and enjoy what I end up watching. And then, you know, obviously, like everybody else, I'll see what Dead Meat James from Kill Count, or Dead Meats James, who does Kill Count, what he will say about movies. That's the other way I ingest horror movies. But generally, I do that with horror movies I've seen, just because seeing the ending there does take away a lot of the punch, as it turns out when you watch a 1 hour an hour and a half long movie versus somebody recapping it and just counting the kills, it does take away from a lot of the plot. And because obviously the whole point of kill count is that it's not supposed to replace the movie, so it shouldn't replace the movie. But if you see a lot of the stuff about the ending of the movie, I could very easily see in your mind how it would replace the movie, because now you're like, well, I know how it's gonna end. Like, I had this one friend who was like, dude, I love hide and seek. And I was like, oh shit, you actually saw it? And he was like, no, but I watched the kill count on it. Okay, but I don't think you love it. I think you love the idea behind it. Whoa! Holy shit, they shotgunned my ass so hard. See, this is what happens when a knight doesn't stun. This is why I'd get yelled at. Oh my god. But hey, we did get 6 fame for that one. Wow, that's sad. Okay, well, time to restart from square one. This is what I get for walking too far. I just wanted to level up quickly. I just wanted to be one of the cool kids. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, because all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. You know what I mean? Me on my... Ooh, when did that song come out? I was going to reference the year in which it was released. Just realized something that I had to level within myself. I don't know when it released. Okay. Train these guys. My shield bash hit absolutely no one. You'd love to see it. I was just... That one was a warning, guys, okay? So you better back the flip off, guys. We might as well try and get at least decent tiered items here. I mean, I guess what we should really look for is a spider den, because that's what's going to help us not only level a ton, but give us some decent early game gear. I believe up to... What the fuck? Guys, why is he in here? What could he potentially even want? No, level 20 archer, please. I'm just a little guy. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot. All right. I think I got him by soulbound, probably. Don't worry, guys. I'll stun. Just kidding. I don't have mana. Wouldn't that have been cool, though? E4. I've moved up in this world. Fuck yeah. I've seen both the remake and the original. Oh, for 13 Ghosts. Okay, okay. I was like, but there's a remake of Sixth Sense? How? It's weird. I feel like ghost movies are generally the ones that I don't care about as much. Like Paranormal Activity, I don't know, it just didn't strike that itch in the back of my brain the right way. I don't know what it was. I mean, could it be that the acting was distractingly not very good? It could be that, but like something about it just wasn't clicking right in my brain. Didn't make me go, oh yeah, this one's an all-timer. You know, I watched it and was like, nah. And they made how many more of these? I've only seen the original Paranormal Activity. Maybe Paranormal Activity 2 is where the series peaks. I'd believe it. And you might say no movie ever peaks at its second one. Wait till you learn about Shrek. You're gonna fucking lose it. They even came up with this song where they go, I need a hero just for Shrek 2. A lot of people don't know that. They think that the song existed before it. But seeing as nobody is currently alive who existed before Shrek 2, we can't confirm whether or not Activity was the movie I riffed on with the boys when I watched it. Okay, yeah, because I don't think... I understand, you know, the precedent it kind of set going forward for a lot of horror found footage style movies. And, you know, you got to respect it a little bit. Where are these enemies? They keep teleporting them. But you got to respect it for that. But that doesn't necessarily make it good. Especially, it's like all those Ouija board movies that they just kind of like push out. And it's like, what's scary about it? The ghost will say something like, I'm dead, lol. And they're like, no, guys, I think we're talking with a real ghost. Gulp. Like, just not good. Was the haunted pool cleaner? See, that means nothing to me because I just didn't have the drive to see it. You want to know what it felt like if Scary Movie was meant to actually be scary? We all know Scary Movie is made to be like a satire and it's very funny because of that. If Scary Movie wanted it to be like taken very seriously and is like, no, this is actually scary, it would be Paranormal Activity. How did you find me? This is supposed to be my sanctuary. No, Rogue level 5. Get away from me, please. I'm simply trying to... Oh, you bastard. Whatever. I take this one. You can have that one. You're welcome. I will let you have the Necromancer's skull. I know it helps a lot on your Rogue. So, hey, man. Anything for someone in need. What can I say? Truly, I'm helping those who deserve it. Oh, hey. Make sure we yoink our damage in on this one. All right. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3. Put on this one. It is enchanted for MP bonus. This one is adds MP based off MP. Apparently, they just really loved MP today, man. We're already at T4, unfortunately. But, like, if we can find another chest, that would be, I believe, high rolling our loot. I'm lying. I don't know what the rolls would be. Okay. I just wanted to sound like I knew a thing about RNG manipulation. It's what every shiny hunter wants to do now. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. All they know is be bisexual, manipulate RNG, eat hot chip, charge they phone, and lie. Scary Movie never hit with me because raunchy or crude style humor never did. I mean, I think that a lot of Scary Movie, if people went back and watched it right now, would likely not find it as funny as they did at the time it came out. But there are some scenes that are still really funny. Absolutely, there are some really funny scenes still. I just think that, yeah, overall, I mean, I think a lot of it is a nostalgic connection for people. When you see a movie at a certain age, it just kind of roots itself in your mind, all right? Maybe Cars 1 isn't the cinematic masterpiece that I think it is, but by God, I saw it as a kid, so as far as I'm concerned, it is. Okay, that's huge. Just don't get shotgunned. Awesome. Wow, what a loot bag. Anyone need any fucking healing icors? What was the info on this one? We'll drop additional restorative consumables. Okay, never mind. Makes a lot of sense that we got that many. Medea is also, yeah, I mean, it's very similar in that style of humor. But the difference is she gets to say hello. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And I don't care who you are. Her saying hello, that's pretty much comedy gold. Was Medea the series that had... No, I think it was what was it? The Clumps? The Crumps? The Clumps? I don't remember. I think the other series is called like the Clumps or something that I'm thinking of. And they're called that because their family clumps together. And it was also what my aunts called themselves. Because they were like, we're just like that movie, For Real, For Real. If you can't tell, I have a lot of wine aunts. Like a lot of the, you know, day drinking, sipping on wine. Don't talk to me until I've had my third bottle. That's pretty much where I hail from. I don't know if it's exceedingly obvious, But that's kind of one of the sick things about getting older. You don't have to interact with your family as much. It goes so hard. I know that that sounds really sad. No, what's sad is how much I used to have to spend time with them. I don't genuinely believe to myself the idea that family is, you know, the most important thing in the world. I understand that Vin Diesel would get very upset and cross with me. By the way, yeah, we're running it back. Me versus the Lich one more time. This time I have better armor, buddy. It's a small family, but you'll enjoy being a part of it. You'll enjoy dying, fucker. By my hand. Okay, hold on. Be dodging, be agile. All right. So how the fuck did I get one tapped last time? Unequip plus 3 vitality. It's not really much of anything, but I guess we take what we can get. Why is that so much vitality though? Because it's adds 6% based on vitality. 6% of... Oh, we're at 37 vitality. Never mind. Makes sense. Damn, that's how tips really are adding up. Yo, anyone else getting sick of restaurants trying to auto add tips? I don't think that that should be legal. I will calculate the tip and pay it happily. But when it is expected and calculated for me, that shit makes me not want to tip at all. That makes me want to call up and be like, hey, could you take this off actually? Yeah, no, I understand that I'm ripping money directly out of your pocket. But the thing is, you are demanding that I tip you already. So it is time for you to learn that, you know, your hubris will have a price to pay. And the price will be in not getting tipped because, like, if you assume that I'm going to, now I don't want to. Yeah, that's like a very baby childlike behavior of, oh, well, yeah, you want me to do it? Well, now I'm not gonna. Yeah, but at the same time, just fucking like let me calculate my own tip. I'm a big guy. I can do 20%. I understand it. I passed high school mathematics. I promise. I even passed calculus, which I took in high school. So I guess, like, you know. And a lot of good that did me in life. See where I am now. I'm fucking streaming Realm of the Mad God and talking about pancreatic pain. Actually, I haven't talked about that one yet. Hey guys, anyone's pancreas ever hurt? All right, there we go. Now we can cross that off the agenda. Finally. Been meaning to talk about that one for ages. Also, I'm not actually sure where in my body my pancreas is. I know it's like lower-ish. What the fuck is this thing? I have never seen that before. I dropped a yellow seed of bounty, a gorgeous yellow seed. Surely consuming it won't do you any harm. You have been granted with 10 campaign points. Wait, what? Wait, so I'm supposed to run through and kill little flower buds now. Why? Oh, because there were April showers, which now bring May flowers. Dude, that's so smart. Holy shit, the developers are like actually poets. That's insane. Guy who understands one thing. Oh my god. When you really start to break it down, it's crazy. Like the one guy who was commenting about Glamrock Chica being dead in FNAF and was like, it really does harken back to drug overdose. That shit made me lose it because, like, yeah, I see where he's coming from and maybe he's onto something, but it also kind of just feels like it ain't that deep. Like, absolutely, I can see where he's coming from, but also at the same time, what is happening here, man? 6% vitality? Apparently, that's just a blessing of the day, I guess. Cactus room? I don't even know what that means, cheesed it. Fuck yeah. Cactus room! Cactus room! What's the point of... Why do I care? Wait, what does this change? Oh, because cactuses bloom. Oh... Oh, so that's where they come from. Oh, that makes so much sense, I think. So this one, so then we just eat both of those. Nom nom, 10, 10. Exactly what I'd give you. Wink. I was calling you a 10 out of 10, by the way, not saying you were 10 years old. Otherwise, you would not be allowed on Twitch via the terms of service. As far as I remember, I believe you have to be 13, which... I think it's about time that it gets raised to 18. And I know that that's very easy to say when I'm 18, but like the thing is people lie anyways. So it wouldn't actually change anything if you said, or if it was like, by the way, now it's 18 because people are still just going to lie. The reason I think it matters is there's so many streams that say like 18 plus in the title. In fact, probably more than just streams that are apparently made for everybody. Mine is allegedly made for everybody, but let's not lie, with the way that I swear, I'm I'm not a good influence for the next generation. I think that swearing brightens up your vocabulary, though. I think that it's very fun. Hey, look, we got small, heavy chainmail cloth. Wow, look at our cool pattern on our shield now. Oh my god. Ooh, wait, it's got a kind of a hypnotic effect. Ooh, you want to like and subscribe so bad? Okay. Ooh, you will click the follow button and enjoy the content. Ooh. But guys, it actually would help a lot if you would smash that MF button, because if we can get 10 likes on today's video, I'll try and I'm not gonna do that. I just wanted to say something, man. Swearing is a sentence enhancer. I truly took that from Patrick Star and have added it to just part of my existence. He said it and I was like, fuck, wait, he's kind of onto something. He is immune to getting stunned. That does not make me very happy. It definitely sparks emotions of unjoy in my heart. We're looking for an arcane rapier, I believe. It would be very nice to get for sure. Obviously, oh, but it's not perfect damage. Yeah, but it does have extra range and its shots ricocheting goes so hard. I believe its shots ricocheting used to hit twice, but I've heard now that it no longer does. Do I know if that's true at all? No, I'm reporting information that I've heard secondhand and stating it as though it's a fact, which is a really cool thing that I think more people should do, as there's no shot it could ever lead to confusion in the world. As if anything, this will just, you know, make it clearer for other people in their minds what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's pop this just because I know we're going to need a death pot. I know that that throws off our cool, clean numbers, but whatever. You come to browse my collection of exotic beauties. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Because, like, the thing is, that's not a good out of context. Why would he say that? Can he phrase it a different way? Just say, like, exotic animals. I know that to him, they probably are beautiful, and that's great. To me, that's just not a good optic to have out there. All right, I've stunned him. He does not know what's going on. This guy can't even... Oh, baby, the stun's about to be over. Yep, okay. See how you fare against my most prized specimen, and it's literally just a tiger. Probably a tiger that's been in captivity, doesn't even know how to hunt. No, I mean, I guess if he's supposed to be like... He'd take... Oh, damn. I didn't think he'd still fight back. I thought I broke his, you know, will to fight, but as it turns out, no. Stun's really nice, actually. I see why people like playing Knight. So are you gonna play more Knight? No, I'm pretty sure after I get him level 20 here, it's gonna be a long while before you see him again. Just because, to me personally, I find Knight to be a more boring warrior. Probably better for a team-based, you know, situation. I'm not just playing for the team. I'm playing for the person who's number one, me. If I don't put myself first, I know no one else will. And that's the realest thing I've ever said. Well, one of them. All right, we got to move with these guys just because, like, they're moving with a purpose. They're not even bothering to kill cactuses. Do they not know the event? They simply must not be aware. All right, now we teleport back up here. Cacti. Fuck. We didn't get in for damage. That's fine. So what are we getting out of that battle pass? I'm actually not sure. But when there is a collectible in front of me, I'm kind of like a little goblin, and I can't help but pick it up and go, yes, finally. Okay, yeah, see, like there, we got to get in our licks. Ooh, baby. Then we just munch that immediately. 10 more campaign points. What can I say? Oh my God, 10 points Gryffindor. Just kidding. I've never read the books. And honestly, at this point, I can wear it as a badge of honor because it's accidentally, in hindsight, the right choice. But like, let me tell you, it was not easy being in middle school and being a fan of Percy Jackson, but not reading Harry Potter. All right, that's not where you want to be. That is, they're ready to kill you for that one. All right, your lack of allegiance, they find it to be, you know, very disturbing. How can you fuck with one of them yet let the other fall by the wayside? The answer was very easily, by the way, because I didn't like Harry Potter's world. I didn't like it for a very stupid reason. And I've said it before, and I will go on record saying it as many times as I need to. Quidditch is a stupid fucking sport. I don't think that any sport should have a free I win button. What's the point of playing a sport if you can just have an I win button, man? That's got to be some of the worst I hate that so much. It just aggravates me, probably for all the wrong reasons, and I'm like the one who's out of my mind for caring that much. But like, it's a sport that people are signing up to go see. Never read them. I don't think you're missing out on much coming from a guy who also hasn't read them. My life has actually been like completely fine because of it. And then also I didn't have the moral dilemma where people are like, can you ethically play a Hogwarts Legacy? My answer was really easy. I don't care. I'm not buying the game. It made it so easy for me to just have that as my answer. Because I had this one friend who was like, there's actually nothing wrong with buying the game. And I was like, oh, are you going to get it? And he was like, no. And I'm like, then what the fuck do we care? I'm not going to debate you on a hypothetical. What the fuck? Neither of us are purchasing it. So who cares about the morals and or ethics behind it? It's done. We're not getting the game. You don't have to be like, oh, but technically I'm in the right if I buy it. I don't care about anything technically. I'm not buying the game. You're not buying the game. Neither of us care clearly. So, no, never read Percy Jackson. Oh, that one I fucked with very heavily. But that was also because I was a big mythology kid. Big Greek kid. What can I say? I heard that they were big into their, you know, I believe that it was the Greeks that were big into orgies, and then was it the Romans that added women, or was it the other way around? No, I gotta imagine Greek just feels more effeminate, right? Rome is like the holy man, you know what I mean? Like if you picture the Giga Chad in your mind, big chiseled chin, all of that, that's what I'd imagine the average Roman is like. And then the average Greek man is like your little femboy on the side, you know? That's it, to put it in layman's terms. That's how I view it. Is that true? I don't have any evidence for or against it, but that's how they exist in my mind. And I wasn't around for either the Roman Empire or, you know, the Greek ages. So I really have no clue. But okay, we were able to get a stun off. What can I say? Best knight in the world, does it well, stuns once in a while. Okay, hold on. The best knight in the world almost stuns consistently. So a tier 5 and a tier 7, huh? Just say that you hate me. Like you don't know what I am, okay? Let's not say things that we don't know if they're true or not. I could be anything. I'm kind of like Schrodinger's man. For all you know, I am like the buffest, most toned man in the world. Are you? Nope. Not even remotely. Thanks for checking. But I could be, right? And that's the part that I don't want you to count out. Okay, dodge this. No stun. Dodge that. This guy's not too bad. It's a pretty easy, normal mob pattern. Yeah, way tankier than I probably should have been dealing with, but that's definitely on me, not on the game. Sunken treasure is up here. Oh, damn. Hold on. We gotta fight through. Oh my god, dude, the fire and flames will carry on. Dear lord. Okay. Ooh, damn. Took a couple extra back shots there. That was not a great idea. But we're chilling now. Sunken treasure's right here. I'll fuck with that. I would love to make it here. All right, drink one normal health pot. Honestly, I can just drink one of these because we got so many healing icors just sitting there. Why bother not drinking them? You know, okay, whoa, I don't like the number of enemies. I can say untrue things all the time. It's the joy of being creative. That's so true. I mean, the thing is, my favorite subreddits to read posts from are the ones where everything that you read on it are a complete lie and it's definitely just creative writing for people. Why? It's simply funny. And even if it is true, I don't ever believe it to be true. All right, I'm gonna just run in there and get in some damage. Thank you. I wanted to assure my spot at the top of the kingdom. Ice, they're all gone already. They've left me behind. It hurts to be, you know, the sole. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of guys. I was gonna say the sole bad guy, and then I was like, oh shit, it's not guilty gear time. We're not guilty posting right now. But yeah, like, my favorite one has to be Am I the Asshole? Because people just will post the most insane things of all time. They'll be like, am I the asshole for pushing my grandfather down the stairs? And you're like, yeah, objectively. Then you read it and they're like, by the way, just before, you know, for context, he was holding 16 people at gunpoint. And if I didn't push him, he was going to shoot all of them. And I'm like, okay, well then no. Well, okay, way to go. You've really flipped this on its head. Good job baiting me in by saying I pushed my grandfather, and then you're like, by the way, just so you know, it was literally I push him or innocent lives perish in front of me. And it's like, well, good job. Popping Davey TP. I just don't think that he's telling the truth. 5? Yeah. No, he's lying. Don't believe him. Yeah. He's lying 100%. Oh. They're now, I believe, spelling out their phone number for us. Everybody in chat, call that if you would like to get a fun dial tone. Whatever happened to, like, scam callers, but the good ones? You know what I mean? And I know that it's easy to say there are no good spam callers. That's not true. There used to be really funny calls you'd get that were like, hey, we're calling to reach out to make sure that, like, you know, there's an outstanding warrant for your arrest. That's so funny to try and tell someone. What an insane lie that is. Who's gonna hear that and go, oh yeah, wait, I should get arrested. Oh, finally they're gonna call me in on that. I've been waiting to get arrested. Okay, great. Like, I understand the idea is they're trying to scare you into complying, I'd imagine, and then you'll just send them your credit card information without thinking. But look, those are the kinds of scams I miss. Now, so many scams are just being done by AI now because they know that, you know, old people are gonna fall for it. And yeah, it's still got the essence of the other ones, but still, it's not the same. It doesn't feel right, you know? All right, here, what are we looking for? Nothing from the boss at all can be used on our class. So attack potions or vitality potions would make me a very happy rat. All right, stand right here, get in some damage, stand right here. He's about to upgrade forms. Just don't stand still. Don't get shotgunned. That'd be a really dumb way to die. Anyways, now we can ship the clip off. Hold on. We gotta wait because I don't know what he's doing. Yep. See, this is why. Yeah, that guy stood still. Not me, though. Almost me. Somebody had the time to say F. Honestly, I wish them the best if they had the time to type that. Not me. I'm completely dialed and locked in. There's no way that I'm gonna let this fucker one-shot me with his teleport bullshit. Too many good men have... Okay, well, that was almost death. Well, that was almost precisely what I was talking about. Ooh, we got a little bit of lag while he was teleporting behind us. Wouldn't that have been a fun way to die? They made a whole viral song about that a while ago. You don't remember fun ways to die? Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Why did that song blow up so hard, man? Shout out to the Scam Artist siblings in that one Digimon game. I hate when people make a deep cut reference and it's not me and I don't get it. Like, I love deep cut references. I'm so good at making stupid ass references. Like, if we want to talk about scammers, well, I mean, I guess Yakuza is not really deep cut anymore. It's become a little bit too mainstream. Not to say... I wish that it wasn't mainstream, but not for the reason you're thinking. I actually love that Yakuza has become way more of a mainstream game for one reason. The developers deserve all of the success that they could ever, you know, earn. It's one of the most delightful game series in the world, in my personal opinion. It's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, but does know how to, which is a very fun line to tread. And I very much enjoy the game series, but the reason I wish that it never got as big as it did is because now they keep going, well, we can add another microtransaction in. They would never have done that before when it was just a little bit, you know, more unknown across the world. Now that everybody knows Yakuza, they're like, all right, fucking start doing, oh, you can get Kiryu's new outfit for only $4.99. For just the mere price of a couple Robux, you can get the new game plus. And it's like, dude, fuck off. I just want to enjoy my game series. Like, if they ever start locking mini games behind a paywall, it's fucking doomed. The whole essence of Yakuza comes from the mini games and being able to enjoy the little things in life. If they start trying to lock that to, well, you didn't pay enough in order to enjoy the little things in this game about enjoying the little things, honestly, I think that I wouldn't buy the games anymore. And that sucks because it's a series I've been a huge fan of for a while. But I'm getting sick and tired of it, man. They keep going, oh, no, come on. It supports the devs. I don't think it does. Like, sure, it does a little bit, but I think it probably is mainly the publisher that gets the support from it, if I had to imagine. Just because the devs never really struck me as the kind based off of Unless of course there's, you know, new CEOs, all that kind of stuff. The business world truly is like fucked up. The gaming industry is on a steep decline, like a very steep decline. Everyone keeps trying to squeeze an extra dollar out of every single player. Don't view your players as players, view them as the monetary price tag that they are, and then from there we'll be, you know, off to the damn races. Now I will go back for half a second on, this is going way back because it sparked it again in my mind. I do not enjoy that Hades 2 has released in early access. And I know that that is going to be a very controversial take. And a lot of people are very happy that it's out. 2 reasons that I don't enjoy it. 1, the game studio behind Hades, if you don't know, has made some very fun games. And they're always very unique and have their own special kind of pull and gameplay style to them. Going for the first time, they are going back to back, making a game in the same series. Now that I understand, because Hades was such a smash hit. If you have bottled lightning, why not bottle it again? However, I think that it speaks a lot to how the gaming industry has turned out. That one of the most creative indie game studios, who's been known for pushing the envelope and making very creative and high quality things, is now just making a sequel to their most popular game, which kind of sucks. Because, like, I don't know, isn't it fun to be able to see new ideas frolicking forth? Like, there's Pyre. No one played Pyre. I played Pyre. Pyre's a great game for your first, until your first party member leaves. I think Pyre is genuinely a 10 out of 10 game. After your first party member leaves, I think it's a 6 or 7 out of 10, which isn't horrible. Let me go to 9.5 out of 10. Just to be fair, I don't really think many things would be a 10 out of 10. I think I was being a little too hyperbolic with that one, so I'm gonna dial it in and understand my, you know, just pull it back a little bit. But yeah, Pyre is a great game. Insanely fun story for until the first party member leaves. And then once you lose your first party member, it feels like they don't know what to do. Now, the party member you lose is up to you, right? You choose which party member leaves and all that kind of stuff. Because the whole point is you're trying to ascend your party members out of this horrible, like, it's kind of akin to purgatory, and you're trying to help your friends get out of purgatory, essentially. But the reason that I think the game gets way worse after you lose your first member is now the writing doesn't know what to do, because how can you guarantee who you've lost? They didn't want to do it in a set order. It's a your own adventure type thing, and that's so sick. But it's really hard to write that variable, because anybody could choose anyone. They could choose one of the main characters, or they could choose one of the side characters who would change next to nothing. So what do you do? That's why I think the writing falls apart after you lose your first member. But up until then, the game goes insanely hard, and I would highly recommend it. Anyways, circling back to my main point with Hades. Early access, I think, is fucked up for a game this big. And I know that that's weird to say, because Salted Slices, maybe you aren't aware, Hades 1 had early access. I'm completely aware. That's where I played the bulk of Hades that I played. And the thing is, I didn't mind that one being early access for one reason. It was the studio's kind of first foray into doing a roguelike. So I was like, oh shit, okay. They've got a lot to test out, a lot to tinker with, to tweak, all that kind of stuff. For Hades 2, they've already got the idea. They already know the formula's there. They're just tweaking, refining, and reworking a lot of the elements. So what am I suggesting instead? I think it would be way cooler to just do like a demo that has its own special demo story that doesn't relate to the main game story. And the reason that I think that that would be way better is because now you've got a story game where people are invested in the story due to the fact that they like Zagreus and they like the first game, but the story is not complete and it's out. technically. Yeah, it's early access, but it's there. So now people who are invested in the story and care, well, they're not getting what they want from the game. People who only care about the gameplay, well, the gameplay is not finished either. So I think with a release this big, it is to the detriment of the game's enjoyment, in my opinion, to completely remove like that, or to go early access like that. It's just not, I don't know. But anyways, that's just my take on it. I completely understand if you're like, oh, well, actually, it lets more people enjoy the game earlier, therefore it's better and will keep sales numbers higher. That might be true, but I don't know. It also just feels a little... Early access is, in my opinion, something for indie studios to use. Is Hades developer, Supergiant, an indie studio? By definition, yes. But by the amount of success that their last game has had, and all that kind of stuff, it's hard to truly justify in your mind that, yes, this is an indie studio, you know? I get where they're coming from, but it's not 100% just an indie studio anymore. They've got too many people being like, hey, looking forward to the next release. So I think that they should have, and there's just a personal opinion, obviously, I think that they should have held out on it longer, though, because it would be way cooler to release the entire game when people are ready. If Slay the Spire 2 does early access, I'm gonna hold the exact same point, even though I'm very much looking forward to that game as well. I don't think that when you have such an anticipated release, you should be doing early access. I mean, look at Cyberpunk. They released their game as early access, and people got pissed. Now, that's because they were advertising it as the completed game, but that one might have been a smidge different. I don't know. I think that I'm just kind of over the early access hype for the most part. It almost always is leaving me feeling disappointed by having instant gratification now that thus does not translate into me enjoying the game fully when it's going to be released. It's been the kiss of death for a lot of games. Early access is a fun idea and a good way to help, you know, test bugs and all that, but I think your official big release should be very different from whatever it is you did in early access. I'm just gonna walk out, honestly. The inner rotator's got this one. I'm kind of like a little pussy who sits on the sidelines. If you haven't noticed. I agree. Yeah. I don't know. I feel very outnumbered in that take because so many people are enjoying Hades 2 and thinking that it is very fun in its current state, and it probably is. And I'm still looking forward to Hades 2, but like, early access has been a bit of a thorn in my side recently because it also leads to early access scams, which are just developers who know full well that they're not going to finish the game. Now, obviously, that's very different from Supergiant because like, they're Supergiant. People know for a fact that's not going to be how it did. I did do Ooblets, but I played myself out before the... Yep. That's exactly what... I was so excited for Ooblets, and then I lost all excitement for it because it was like, well, I've seen everybody play it already, so what's the point? Oh? Are we doing a little... Perhaps a little Horix 3? I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't be opposed. Yes. Any necro stuff? No, man. No, I'm literally just like a guy. I'm not leaving until these people take down the runes. Why? Because what if it's a Discord? What if they popped early? What if this is my chance to crash a party I wasn't invited to? I always wanted to do that, but in high school there weren't any parties I could crash. So I really did limit my choices on that one, dude. Yo, there's this one track I've been listening to. Oh my god. It's from Persona 3. Dude, Memories of the City has been stuck in my head since the last stream. Oh, I've been playing over that scene where it was playing and we were looking out on the town. Dude, I can't wait. Next stream is going to be my finale, by the way. Whether you like it or not, I am starting early in the day, and I am going the entire day until I finish it. There's no shot we don't finish it. I've already done all the Tartarus climbing to get to Nyx. So the next stream, we're actually doing it, man. All right. So people just like left their runes? You can do that? Does it give them back, or they just not want them anymore? They just say, get these things away from me. Put this thing back where it came from, or so help me. Maybe I should put like Hearth in the title. Nah. If you want to join me, you can figure out if it's Hearth or not. That part, I completely believe in your own ability. All right. Stun him. Stun him. Armor broke him. But that was actually me who was armor broken. All right, well, we got in the... So what's the point of them? You'd think that they'd drop away to the cultist hideout immediately. Killed by White Demon. Poor guy. Someone called out Mountain Temple. I don't know if that's true or not, but I believe it is an event. Mountain Temple. They were just saying it for fun. Oh. Sure. How many people we got in here? Just me? I was so kidding when I said sure, man. Oh, that's fun. I think games should just let you name whatever you want. You bought the game. Who's gonna be upset that I called him a swear word, man? I promise in this single player game, no one's gonna be mad. I mean, did it also have like a little bit of Pokemon influence or something? Because you could like Pokemon battle with your Oobleck or something like that. Dude, imagine. Oh, that'd be so sick. If you went to a restaurant and on their drink menu, you just saw that they served Oobleck. Oh, baby, I'd order that and be like, excuse me, garçon, I can't tell if this fluid is non-Newtonian or not. Could you please smack it very hard with your hand? Why, of course. And they smack it and it doesn't move and you're like, that's a good Oobleck you made. High quality. Goes down easy, but I can feel my stomach trying to process it and dying internally at it. One of the hardest ways, or one of the most tragic ways to die, I think. Forget quick stand, man. You drown someone in Oobleck. One of the worst. What are they gonna do? Scream? They can't. They try to expel that much force. It's just gonna harden around them. They harden in response to trauma. It's real life nanomachines. You dance battle with them. All right, I mean, that's, you know, in many ways, I suppose, a combat of sorts. All right, if you can stun an enemy, you can dodge a ball or whatever the saying is. So we wait. He's about to walk. That missed? Yeah, that's chill. We'll take a couple of shots. Stun him. Just kidding. I'm out of mana. Haha. you didn't think I meant all that, right? We're just kidding. We're just messing around. E7 Mace is interesting. Snake Eye Ring's good. It gives an XP bonus. What the fuck? I don't think I've ever used one of these before. So what's the benefit to a mace? In real combat and in Realm of the Mad God. Primarily that real one though. I'm really like, I've got a medieval, you know, I've got a Renaissance fair coming up and I want to make sure I'm bringing the right weapon for the job. I heard that there's jousting there, so I'm really hoping to claim a couple heads for my own. Oh, what's that? Oh, you're not supposed to like actually kill them? Oh, well. Someone tell that to the other jouster. Boy, he's gonna be mad when he wakes up from that dirt nap. Oh man. All right. Stun him. You're nothing. I own you. Hold on. Wait, just kidding. Haha. Guys, we were just playing, right? We all knew I was just messing around. Obviously, I couldn't, you know, win that there. Holy dude, it's just too many little grenades for me to dodge. I would actually, like, you know, catch a grenade for you, jump in front of a train for you, and so on and so forth. Whatever else Bruno Mars would do, I'd do too, okay? Dude, I think that every retail store in the world should do a day where the employees get to choose the music that plays. I understand that it's probably not a good look for the brand, but if I could walk into a Walmart and just one time in my life hear anything other than Maroon 5 playing, I think that I might be able to die happy. Like, genuinely, that's all I need, dude. Holy shit, if I could just, oh man, imagining it, that's Nirvana for me. I mean, honestly, even Nirvana, if they put that, I'd still be happy. I'd be like, finally, it's not just Maroon 5. But, dude, I don't know if I like the mace, but maybe I'm also just really ass at using it. Who we got for the Parachambers? Is the Parachambers an event one? Because it feels like half of them are. No, Para is somehow not one of the event ones. Okay, that's chill. Well, don't like the number of enemies up above me. Is it Dance Battle Yu-Gi-Oh? You get cards and you're just decreasing the enemies. Oh, okay. So it's like Yakuza, Like a Dragon's investment battles. Nobody else would get that reference, but I've been playing it off stream. So if anybody has to reference it, it's me. Otherwise, I can't write it off as a, as a tax expense because I didn't discuss it on my stream. So if I keep referencing it over and over ad nauseum, eventually it's a write-off. In my understanding of, US tax laws, right? And it almost never is. Killed by the yellow flower. That's rough, buddy. He just wanted to, live through the event. T. Yeah, just give me 1 second, man. I gotta kill this. All right, now we got this. Show up to Cabroon, our boy. Hopefully we just get, I think Arcane Rapier will still be better than whatever we're running right now. Like, the mace is neat and all, and I think it's a cool alternate weapon type. I forgot they added these, actually, because they added them when it was in my... hearing crying at the discotheque every time when I worked at lmao decreased my sanity. I think that there's a lot of artists that just shouldn't be allowed to be played at retail anymore. A couple of them are Taylor Swift, Maroon 5, AJR. I think that covers the ones that have been like irking me recently. Because they're just getting overplayed and I don't want to hear it anymore. No offense, I'm sure, like, I know they have their shooters out there. Yo, dude, I've come up with a new question, right? I think that this question is genuinely... It's so much harder to me. Because there's the question, gay son or daughter, right? It's been asked 30 million times by people walking up with their phones in a stranger's face and then asking that to them and hoping that they can bait out a response to post on their TikTok. That's all well and good. We all know that it happens. Neat. I've got a new version of it that I think is infinitely many times harder to answer. Would you rather have a Taylor Swift daughter or an AJR son? That is such a hard question to answer for me. I think because to me, I've thought it through like 30 times over, and my answer, I ended up on AJR son. And here's the reason. Generally, the big fans of Taylor will spend more money on her merch than AJR fans would. And if they were my kid, I'd have to spend the money on the merch because they wouldn't have a source of income. So between them, what I ultimately ended up doing, because I feel like the music is out of the question, all right? Because in my mind, they're exact equals with one another. Comparing them just doesn't make any sense because they're the same. The MP cost is 85. Does it go down or is it? Okay, it's exactly the same no matter what. Cool. But yeah, I think that after thinking it through for a while, I gotta go with the AJR son. Just because it's the cost effectiveness of not having to buy every new album and the vinyl of every new album, in addition to Taylor's version of every new album. It's so much nicer for the wallet. In terms of, the music I'd be listening to, well, that's a rough question. If I'd rather listen to 10 hours straight of AJR or Taylor Swift, I think I'd rather harm myself. But like lightly, a cat scratch, but it still hurts really bad. Dude, I don't know what it is in cats' claws. Maybe they have venom or something. It hurts way more than it should when a cat scratches you. And maybe it's also I think it's the frail betrayal of the idea that you were, close with that cat, trusted it, and it has betrayed that by stabbing into your arm. I think that's what hurts the most. And maybe that's the stinging sensation we feel. That or the cats, again, are like coated in venom. I'm not really sure. I've never been a cat or asked a cat. But still, I think that's gotta be, it's the emotional side of it. Because the emotional stimuli can, multiply physical ones. Do you have any source for this? Not particularly. I've heard it enough and experienced it somewhat. Because if you're ever sad, right, then it makes it way harder to do a lot of things. Put that shit on a shirt. That is my wisdom. Yeah, I'm kind of the modern day Plato when you think about it. In many ways. I guess maybe Socrates, even Aristotle. Plato's probably the most apt because you are what you eat. And brother, when I was a kid, I was gulping. It's not actually bad to eat Play-Doh, I believe. It's just very salty and doesn't taste good. But I don't think I'm gonna die from eating it because as far as I can tell, it's a wheat-based mixture. pretty much the only real ingredient in Play-Doh is the wheat. So you can eat wheat, by the way. I think you're taking cat scratches too personally. No, I don't think I'm taking them personally enough. I think I could get a little more emotional over it, honestly. But yeah, the main ingredient in Play-Doh is just like wheat compound, which you can eat wheat. So I imagine that it's completely safe to eat Play-Doh. More the reason they tell you not to is because it tastes like shit. But it is a misleading tagline to say fun to play with, not to eat, if you're able to eat it. Because then it can say, who are you to determine whether or not it is fun for me to eat? Huh? I think that I'll be the judge of that, seeing as I have bought the Play-Doh. So, damn, that was a lot of back shots I had to take there. Holy shit. Safe to eat because children are dumb. And 23-year-old men playing Realm of the Mad God are dumb. I got Play-Doh for Christmas and I still licked it. Why? Because my parents just thought it'd be a fun little stocking stuffer that would harken back to days of youth. So they got me a little can of Play-Doh and I was like, oh, that's really sweet, thanks. And then I was using it as a stress toy. And I went, I wonder if it still tastes as bad as I remembered. So then I tasted it and I went, oh yeah, that's so bad. And then I tasted it so much that at this point, I think it's probably more my saliva than Play-Doh. Yes, that will be up for sale at some point. Just wait until we're doing a charity auction, okay? I have to make sure that we're bringing in the big bucks for a good cause. And then I'll sell the saliva Play-Doh. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, we don't use the word hero lightly, but we do use it. This biome's crazy, man. There's so many enemies that drop portals here. I swear, it's the biome I see portals in the most. Whenever people are like TP me, it's always this place. Yo, he's got the old man paladin. That skin does go kind of hard. I used to run it, but I think the one that I was running instead is I got the keeper skin to drop from the keeper. That one I really like. You like a Switch cartridge too? Yeah, straight up I did, and I don't have any regrets about it, man. Like, okay, well, I guess I have some regrets. It tasted really bad, but for the experience, I'd do it again. You know, I'd try most things that are horrible once, and before you think you've got me in some gotcha moment, I almost guarantee you that yes, I did try it when I was a kid. Oh, reinforced shield T3. Yes! Oh, it's no longer PPE. PPE invalid. PPE invalid. Fuck you. I mean, like, you're not wrong, but it was also never claimed to be a PPE, so fuck you. I've already... Everything on this account's a PPE, basically, because, like, none of it came from a trust fund. But yeah, no, I've tried most disgusting things at least once. It's kind of like with smells, right? I don't know if I'm alone with this. If something smells absolutely rancid and disgusting, right? I'll be taken aback for a second, think to myself, that was one of the worst smells I've ever had. I would give anything to not smell that again. And then I take another deep inhale just to make sure it's as bad as I thought it was. And I go, oh yeah, that's atrocious, man. This is what I imagined death itself would smell like. All right, good. Really glad that I got this one out of the way and smelled that. Anyways, just one more smell for good measure, just to make sure I really have it locked in the whole cranium that it does smell horrible. All right, yeah, no, that's the worst thing I've ever smelled. Is that you, chat? Ew. Go take a shower. What the fuck, man? Actually, a very good idea. They tell more Twitch chats that they should go take a shower. I mean, we could solve the issue of what the smells are at conventions, you know? We and we alone could solve it. Oh, wait, that's right. I forgot to call it. My fault. My fault. Let me let that other guy get in here. Get in a little bit of damage. Good shit. It completely slipped my mind that I'm supposed to call anything. I was like, they're all watching the stream. They don't know who I am. You think Zionic Versus knows me? I wish. They're like a celebrity. Is it Versus or US? Okay, it is Versus. It could have been either. Let's be, you know, completely honest. Dude, I want to abolish 18-wheelers. I understand that it's like how so many things move around. But and the reason I thought of it is because so many companies that transport stuff will have US at the end of them, just so you know that they are a US company. But like, do I really need to know that when you're only driving 18-wheelers in the United States of America? Like, yeah, obviously you're a US based company. What the fuck else would you be? Oh wow, this Brazilian company is fucking they only transport US goods. How noble of them. Like, fucking obviously they're US based. But yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of the road being nothing but 18-wheelers, dude. I mean, I guess ultimately what I'd really like in my perfect utopia is just to be able to walk to the food places I want. From my apartment complex, there's like 3 shops I can walk to that actually have food. But it is nice because one of them is a breakfast place. So it's really nice to be able to walk there in the morning before work. It helps you, get the endorphins pumping early on in the day. So that is a little huge. Dude, this guy does no damage. Let's go. All right. Give me a life pot, bastard. You absolute slut and or harlot. By the way, tomorrow I'm thinking we do another gigantic Wednesday. I've been enjoying doing gigantic on Wednesdays. Is the hype around the game dying? Yeah, I'd say probably. But the thing is, I don't really care. You can't stop me is kind of the thing about that. So I do have another gigantic video in the works. It is the Ezrin Gall game I played where I got 100,000 damage, which is still the highest I think I've had in a game. So I was very happy about that. WL, well, that's nice. You're already in it, dude. How am I seeing the message if you're already in it? You must not have waited at all. Kids these days have no patience, man. All they know is how to be bisexual, charge their phone, eat hot chip, and lie. You can't constantly quote that. Actually, the thing about it is, according to the Constitution, you can. Do you know you have rights? Oh. Yo, my fault. Pemos dick. I didn't mean to. It's a little embarrassing, don't you think? Dude, wait. Oh, I wasn't able to invite you to my guild. That's right. Well, that sucks. I was about to check the guild because I was like, we should have another person, right? No. Not yet. Don't worry. Someday, I promise, people will be like, sucking each other off to try and get in here. Call it male bonding. The way my ass bonds directly around that guy. That's that male bonding. What can I say? It's just friendship, really. Okay. This biome's a little bit dangerous to just kind of kill in, I think. The enemies hurt really bad. But the thing is, I hurt worse. Why do you think they call me the Punisher? No one calls you that? Yeah, I'm trying to get it started. No nickname is born overnight. If I want people to call me that, I gotta call myself it first. So this is the start of something that's like truly magical. I'm starting to get warm in my room again. That sucks. Do you think he's stunnable? Yeah, probably not. His name is Skull Knight. Yeah, I'd imagine that like trying to stun him is... Oh, wait. He's getting Skull Knighted? All right, I can't perma-stun though. That's why I gotta back out. Hold on, just give me a second. Skull Knight stun. He was moving at me with a purpose still though. That was very scary. I understand why stunners are so important. Holy shit, that makes the game so easy. Maybe they should remove stun from the game. Anybody else feel like it's just a crush? Really trivializes the entire game if you ask me. All right, there's a free... I'll just keep creating them the little free openings that I can. I mean, it's a little impressive that I'm walking in, right? Like, some Realm gamers don't even... Okay, well, you know what? Never fucking stroke your ego again. If you're gonna stroke it, do it off stream, Salted Slices. Got it? All right. I'm putting that one in the memory banks. We're gonna be doing that from now on. Yeah, okay. Woo! Damn! Chill, man. Chill. That was fucked up. It's because if I get hit by exposed, everything hurts so hard. If you get exposed to the outside world, the wilderness around you, and, the men that wish nothing but harm upon ye and ye household, that shit sucks. All right, dodge out of here. Fuck out of here. Dude, it's just such a stressful boss for just being an overworld little guy. They surely didn't have to make him this intense, man. How many swords does he have? How can you keep throwing this many slashes? Oh my god. Okay. We'll make it eventually, probably. All right, never mind. Bitch. Get stunned, nerd. Bitch. Get stunned, nerd. My stun missed there? Ooh, yo, my fault to the team that I just baited in there. Wow, and I got nothing for my efforts. Awesome. You fucking love to see it. Now, I know it is a little early again. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a bit of a tumultuous mindset currently, where I need a bit more sleep and I need a bit more relaxation time for myself. So I'm going to practice self-care for once in my streaming career, and I'm just gonna end stream here. Because I can feel that my energy is about to dip pretty hard, and I'm gonna go lie down before that happens. So thank you so much for coming out. If you did decide to come out, let's hide both of these. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid. If nobody that I follow is live. Oh, Suds is live. That's so easy. There you go. It'd be good to Suds. All right. Anyways, oh, that cancels the raid if I click that X button. Hold on. One more time, but for real this time. Anyways, I'm going to end stream for tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now, YouTube, right now, I don't know if anybody is listening in to me. If not, okay, well, I mean, hopefully someone will see it at least in the VOD. I have to mute stream because there's now Suds talking in the background. I am sorry about some of the shorter streams. I know yesterday's wasn't too long either because, you know, it was also, I got very hot in my room and all that kind of stuff. I'll work on this, get it sorted out. We'll see what we can get going for me actually having some good circulation in my room. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I did very much enjoy today's stream. I'm looking forward to Gigantic tomorrow. That's a game where I can really lose track of time. I'm worried that my commentary goes down a good bit, but we don't have to worry about all that. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow.